Hello and welcome to Season 2 of the Spirit Lounge podcast. With me, David.
And me, Glenda. And we are two psychic mediums from both sides of the pond.
Glenda is in Australia.
And David is in the UK.
And we're here to talk about, discuss and give our opinions on all things spiritual, including psychics and mediumship.
And if you've listened to the podcast before, you know how much we love to laugh while keeping it real, honest and down to earth.
As well as having those discussions, there'll also be guest interviews and maybe some other surprises.
So come with us now on our podcast journey and let's see what's happening in the Spirit Lounge for today's episode.
Well, hello listeners and welcome back to the Spirit Lounge. Thank you for joining us here today. And I'm here as usual with Glenda. Good evening, Glenda, to you, isn't it?
Yes, and good morning to you. Like I said just before, you're just going to cut that out, but you're looking nice and chirpy today. You still got your tan. You're looking sun-kissed as well, and
they've got the tan. I'm trying my hardest to keep hold of it for as long as I can.
Yeah,
because we love a good tan. It keeps you looking healthy, don't it?
It does, and it makes you feel good. You know, when you're looking good, it makes you feel good. Bit of colour, all of that. You just got to do the things that make you feel good, and if that's getting out there and tanning like David, do that.
It's still very hot in the UK. Yesterday it was roasting, and so it's very warm today still. Yes, we've had this hot weather for a long time now, which is very unusual. But I love it because I like the heat. I like the hot weather. So any chance I get, I will be in the garden. But I'm busy working today, so not today. But hey ho, the sun will still be there tomorrow.
I'll save my pretty pennies to bring you over, and you'll ring off in my garden when you get over here. So.
And that cut off though a little bit. Did you say sweat my ring off? Is that what you just said?
Yeah. Okay. The Aussie slang.
I just want to fill the gap in there because you cut out just there for a second. So I'm there. Give me a ticket and I'm there.
Okay. So David, I thought that this week we might talk about, a little bit of mechanics of the mediumship, where everyone is on their journey, bit of evidence, just some of the things that have been happening for the both of us. And I'm sure that other mediums out there are probably experiencing it. If not, they've experienced it. And if the new developing mediums are listening, you're probably going to go through it. So we want you to feel normal about what you're experiencing. Mid-year, I feel like it's mid-year reset, mid-year reshuffle. Like I've been saying this for a couple of weeks now. There's a big clearing out again. It happens every few weeks, but you might be feeling a little bit like stuck, or you're hitting a roadblock, or sometimes your mediumship can feel sticky. And I want to go into that with you, David, about what could be going on for people to be experiencing this, how to overcome that. Maybe we can give some advice to people that are experiencing this sort of what's it called? Cycle. Could be a cycle, could be something new, could be, what's just dropped in my mind. When you're a child and some children get a stutter. The reason they get a stutter is because they're picking up new words. And I have a feeling maybe some of you are out there having these hiccups or these stutters because you're picking up new information from spirit or a new way of learning. Yeah. So let's go through that, David. Tell me, what have you been experiencing these last couple of weeks? How's your DEMS been since you've been back from holidays? Getting back into the groove of it, getting your little flow happening. What's been happening?
Well, I did a reel yesterday or day before, and this will be recorded like a day after, so you guys are not going to have to go back and go through my social media. So it'll be last week to you guys, but I recorded a couple of days ago where I spoke about just feeling out of sorts and just feeling a bit flat and just feeling a bit off and just not feeling myself. And that I think it has in my head anyway, right? This is my perception, not necessarily else's, but I did a couple of dems where I didn't feel I was completely in my zone.
Mm.
And in my head, I could feel it, but externally, people said that they really enjoyed the dems and they were great, etc. So I think part of it is we're our own biggest work, we're our own worst critics anyway.
Yeah.
Um, and that's a normal thing everyone, all mediums will go through. But I also think that what we have going on in our mind alters our perception of how we're doing. So I know since I've come back from holiday, I was when I come back from holiday, I was looking forward to doing the dems. So I had a couple of nice ones, a couple that I was doing a new venue as well. I was back down in Brighton working with Charlotte the week after I came back from holiday, and I was looking forward to them. And then something happened with the car, and then the other half has had to go away to work for 8 weeks, and so I've got all this stuff in my head. The car's been
Mm.
quite a stressful situation. I know people say it's only a car, but when you need the car to get to your venues and it doesn't
Yeah.
work, and it then costs you God knows how much money, and you're by yourself trying to sort it all out because your other half's away. It all that has really played on my mind,
On
and
top
I've
of the cost, the
on top of
financial
the
cost
cost,
after a
and
holiday. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm just like, oh my God, please, someone just sort this out for me now. I mean, I can't. And I
Mm.
might sound quite dramatic, but it has been a bit of a difficult couple of weeks. And I know because how my brain operates, um, but also because I know how important the brain or the mind is to mediumship. When that mind is not out of the way, when that mind is clogged up with your own stuff going on, that does impact your mediumship. It impacts my, well, I feel it does, but again, I'm here saying it, but people were giving me the opposite feedback. They were saying it's really good.
There
But
you
again, I
go.
think when you're not feeling it, maybe I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed both evenings, but in my head, I thought I came away thinking I could have done better. But then I think,
Okay.
well, I can't think about that. Otherwise, I'll just do myself down. Do you know what I mean?
Well, okay. Well, let's break it down. What do you mean by I could have done better? Do you feel the mediumship was sticky? Did you feel like it was stop start? Like go into a little bit so people understand your feelings or how you're processing all of this.
Well, that's the thing, right?
Here we go.
This
Now
this is
break
where
it down.
I'm just yeah, maybe it's in my mind. Um, the evidence was absolutely there, right? So the main things I always get is the character, the personality, other little bits and pieces that I wouldn't know about. Um,
Mm.
I didn't necessarily get. I don't know. I did get names. Not they didn't necessarily all land correctly, but I did get them. But I just think I can't explain. It's the feeling because I think because when I know it's going right to me, I can feel the flow in my mind better. I'm like, yes, yes,
Yeah.
got this, got this, got. And I think it's when I'm excited about it that I can feel it even more because you're in that kind of buzzy zone. But I think because I was a bit of a flat kind of energy. In not the it wasn't the audience, it was me, right?
It was
Because in
you.
my mind, I felt flat myself. My mediumship felt flat to me, but the audience didn't necessarily feel that. It's more in my head. I felt like I was walking through treacle.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of how I don't know how else to explain it. But I did come away thinking, oh, I could have got that a bit better, or I could have got a name here, or I could have got that there. But then again, if I look at it, I'm like, well, I got stuff bang on because they told me afterwards that I did. And so it's that thing of, as the
See,
media, we're our biggest critics.
critics.
But also what happened was as well that in one of the dems, it happened twice in the same dem. I was given all the evidence from the links. I don't, as you know, I don't go to a person and say, right, I'm with you. I start with spirit. And it must have been the first link that I did. No one put the hand up, and I'm like, oh, here we go.
Mm.
And then when that happens, if I was in a better mood, I would really play up to it. I'll be like, come on then, right, somebody's going to take this. I thought, so, because felt a bit flat, I felt like, oh God, I'm shit this evening, aren't I? So rather than going, okay, let's work it out, because I felt off, my mind went to the negative rather than the positive.
Yeah.
And so when you're standing there, you've got loads of people looking at you, and you can hear the tumbleweed go past, and
Yeah.
you're not feeling great. Your mind then goes, oh shit, I'm going to be shit tonight, aren't I? And so straight away, that blocks your kind of mind. Someone eventually did take that one, and it happened again for the second time. And I thought, am I just really off tonight, or are people just not getting it? I don't know. But it just turns out that I realize it's not necessarily me, but it's also the frame of reference of the audience as well. So I'll give people an example of what I'm talking about. So I know I had a man come in. I know he looked at me, he said, the left side of my face has dropped and
Mm-hmm.
a stroke. And I said, right, I've got a man, he's telling me his face has dropped. And now it's had a stroke, and I can feel the left side of my body has gone weak. And I said, I felt a bit paralysis. Because in my mind, if you go weak and numb, it's paralysis to me. That's how my
Yeah.
mind. And now I'm put their hand up. And so I gave more evidence to describe him. And I thought, okay, so I don't want to put this man aside, but so if no one can take it, I have to move on. And the lady in the corner with her sister put her hand and said, I think it's my dad. I said, well, what do you understand? What do you not understand? She went, I understand everything, but I don't understand paralysis. I was like, but he had a stroke, right? He went, yeah, he went weak down one side. So to me, that's paralysis, but to her,
Yeah.
she didn't link paralysis with having a stroke, because it was a stroke that he had. So eventually, that was the link, and I'm glad I persevered with it. And I guess that's the lesson for people listening, and the lesson for me is
Trust.
trust and to persevere, because sometimes we just need to rephrase what we've said and
Exactly.
double check that no one can definitely can't take it. And I'm glad I did, because they needed that. And
Yeah.
the chairperson said they needed that this evening,
See?
because there were tears, and I
Yeah.
definitely hit the spot, because the other sister came up to me at the end and said, thank you so much, you got everything so spot on. So but I didn't feel that way at the beginning. I just thought, shit, I'm really shit this evening, my mind is getting too involved here. But again, if I hadn't persevered with it, that connection wouldn't have happened, and that would have been a shame.
Well, there
And
you
so
go.
it's just a lesson in persevering there.
Exactly. So always, like I always say, I trust spirit before I trust the sitter that's in front of me. Always trust that link. So take that away from David's experience. If you're getting nothing, if, tumbleweed, ask it or rephrase the way that you're putting it out, because it's just sometimes the sitters or the people in the audience don't understand it in that way. Or they can
Yeah,
take one, two, three, four, can't take the fifth one, so they don't think that their evidence is that's their spirit person. So
yeah,
ask, what can you take? You might have just said it in a way that they don't understand. So
yeah,
there's your lesson. But do you know what? What the other thing is, I've just noticed is, look how much emotions we have attached to the work that we do. I mean, yes, it is emotional work, but you didn't feel good, so it didn't feel the delivery, the mediumship didn't feel good to you. Look how much emotions are attached of your own
yeah,
to our work, that
yeah,
we always say, just get out of the way. Well, that would be all well and good, but we're human. You
yeah,
Sometimes we can't get out of the way.
yeah,
Sometimes it affects us so much what we're going through, that the emotional link is so strong. We're so used to it putting us on a high. It feels so good, that connection to spirit, that when we don't get it, we're doubting ourselves.
yeah. Isn't it funny? But we just, it's just, it could be one little thing we say wrong, and we think, oh my God, I'm shit. Oh my God, I can't
Oh,
do it.
shit.
Oh my God. And isn't it strange? But I think, Glenda, it can be, although it's not necessarily a healthy mindset to have, I think, as you say, it's actually normal.
Mm.
It's something that we will all mediums go through. But I think it shows that we we care about what we do.
We
We
do.
care about the delivery. We care about the connection we have to the recipient. We care that they're going to get the best out of that message. Because my worst nightmare is standing on the platform and nothing comes out my mouth. Do
Mm.
you know? Because I feel like I'm doing myself and spirit, and actually the audience a real disservice. Luckily, it's touch wood; it's never happened, but it's because that we care about what we do. If we didn't care, I would be doing things like another medium I've heard does. Actually, I was speaking to another medium a while ago, and she knows of another medium um, who um, when she's one of these mediums, she's never wrong, and she
Mm.
was doing it. She's been doing it for 30 years, so I'm not seeing it myself, but other people have told me this as well. That when she goes to an audience member who can't take some information, the medium says to the recipient, "No, you can't. You just don't want to take it. So I'm giving it to you anyway. You can have it." So
Oh,
rather than say,
that's weird.
if someone said that to me, I would be pretty upset. Actually, don't force something on me that actually I really can't take, because sometimes we can be wrong.
Mm.
Sometimes we can get things wrong, and sometimes we might misinterpret something. And like you said, it's okay because we are human.
We're
If our
human.
brain is not completely out of the way, those things can happen. But to say to someone, no, you're wrong, you just don't want to take it, but I'm giving it to you anyway, and forcing it on them in a bit of a patronizing manner, I don't really
Mm.
think that's never the medium that I want to be. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
No.
But if I feel something is right, I will politely say to the person, I do feel it's right. Maybe take it, hold it. I don't want to give you a shopping bag of information to go home with, but I feel I'm sure I'm right there. If I'm not, hold my hand up, say, okay, I got it wrong. But you just don't force things on people like that. I think that's a bit rude, actually, and patronizing, I want to say.
Yeah. I mean, we we're never going to be perfect. Never.
No, no.
Um, this is this is something that we're going to be, like I always say, developing for the rest of our lives. But don't be afraid of trying. Don't be scared of giving a name. I do. I don't know. Have you chocolate? No, can't take that. Okay, well, I tried. Oh, well, I'm so, okay, I'm just going to give it a crack. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm hearing. I'm going to give it. And don't don't go into that negative mindset, because that is so hard to get out of once you get into that rut. And if you don't pull yourself out of it, and all it takes is one negative comment from someone to put you backwards, to doubt yourself, to not want to do this work again. Sometimes it can be rough.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be a
just
rough journey, definitely.
Oh, yeah. So just take a moment for yourself. Take a moment to reflect. Like David and I always reflect. We're always messaging each other and going, okay, this happened. What do you think about this? And it's like, nah, you'll be right. Just get on with it.
Yeah,
It's just that you need that reassurance of um, that you're still turning up, that you're still doing it for the right reasons, that you're making a change in someone's life. That it comes, at the end of the day, it comes to that. The intention has to be right. So if you're
yeah,
going up there or doing readings just for ego and it's just about money for you, it won't continue. It won't, because people see it for what it is. There
yeah,
has to be there has to be love and compassion there. There is nothing
absolutely.
worse. I mean, I'm sure all the listeners here have been in a circle, and it's, can you take that? Can you take this? Can you take that? And it's almost robotic. There is nothing there that is full of life. There's
Mm,
no, it's, you don't want to do that. Both David and I, we laugh, we carry on, like we make it um, enjoyable for everyone.
absolutely. Yeah,
And that's what it's about. Don't be a morbid sod sitting there, bringing up all the negative stuff. Go into the positive stuff. But I'm going to switch it up a little bit and talk about,
oh,
yeah. So I do these staff meetings with my spirit team, and I'm sure other people do,
Yeah.
before I get into, you know, doing readings or whatever. I have like a bit of a chat,
Hmm.
and even today, like I had a bit of a chat because I feel there's a lot of emotions going on right now.
Yeah.
I know it's full here, it's full moon, and it's just people are emotional. I feel that friendships are ending. I feel people are having to pull their boundaries up. There's a lot of shit going on for a lot of people.
Yeah. I
So
can attest to
today,
that one.
right? And I feel there's a bit of a clearing happening. So anyway, I had a bit of a conversation with spirit, and I'm like, okay, I turn up every day. I'm doing my work. I don't ask for much. I ask for you to help me. You know, I kind of like laid the law down. You want me to do this work. I want to do this work. I want to give the best of myself, of the connection with spirit. I need your help. You know, like I'm asking for your help. I'm asking for you to step it up for me. What can I do? What, you know, I'm doing my best to surrender, to be able to be that voice for spirit. But I also need you to step it up for me or with me. And, you know, I go into spirit with the conversation of going, well, they can fucking do it. Why can't I do it? Why aren't you giving me names? Why am I getting names? You know, I get all this, you know, I go into the why can't I get this? Why is this? Why is this happening for me? And I want to be just as good as Joe Blow. You know, we go into that instant comparison. I don't compare myself with anyone. I compare myself with everyone. It's about me kind of going, I want to be better, not
Yeah.
for John, Jerry, or anyone that's around me, that works near me, or that is, I don't care about anyone else. It's kind of like, I want to be better. So I'm going to spirit, you know, I want this and I want this. I'm like, okay, well, you know, let's just see how we go. But thank you. I'm always grateful and always saying thank you. And off we went. And holy shit, the readings have just been next level. And I think, oh my gosh. And later on, I kind of reflect back and go, well, there you go. You got two names. What more do you want? You got this, you got that. The next minute, I'm fucking crying, you know, giving these messages, and I'm like wiping these tears, and I'm like, I'm saying to my sitter, I'm so sorry. I said, I can't help but get emotional because I feel the love. I feel how beautiful this is with the connection you have with your such and such. I also feel that because I'm human, because I'm a mother, and I
Mm.
can feel all these emotions as well. And the person that came for the reading was actually also a developing meeting, and that got chatting, and I said, you know, that's the importance about delivering the message with such love and with such compassion, because it's just not one bang, bang, bang thing
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
another.
Hmm.
It's not that. It's having a laugh, proving that their spirit person is watching them. And, you know, this person's going, oh my God, she's a stalker. She's stalking me. You know, like there's the evidence of them just being around and seeing everything. That's what makes it's such an enjoyable reading, you know, no matter what you're doing. When the connection is great, it's great. But to kind of stop and take that time, have that conversation with spirit. I don't know how many times I've said, and I know you do too, Dave, okay, I'm feeling like real shit today. You guys are going to have to step it up.
Yeah.
You're
Step
going to
it
have to
up.
give me step it up. I say it all the time. You guys have to step it up. I'm feeling so flat. I'm feeling so tired. So let's step it up. And it does. You ask for it, they do it. They help you. So don't ever not ask. Ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even today, the validation, I didn't know that this person was a developing medium, and their loved one came through with validation of them practicing and asking for help and that sort of thing. So your spirit team are listening.
Yeah.
So always ask. It's just so important to, I think, have that check in with yourself.
Yeah.
Again, you know,
You
with
got
you,
to, because
Yeah, you own it. Okay, I was feeling shit. Right. Okay, well, it's not because of my mediumship, it's because of what I'm going through on this
Yeah,
earthly life. We are all going through stuff.
yeah,
Take the check ins, take the time, recalibrate. What can you clear? What can you do? What can you let go of? Because if you don't, that's when your tank becomes empty.
yeah,
That's when your mediumship will go down the drain. That's when you're kind of it becomes sticky and you're grasping for things, and it
yeah,
does, and you're getting a lot of no's, and it's like, oh, what's going on here?
yeah. They feel even shitter.
Even shitter. So
It's a
check
great word.
in, yeah, check in before that happens.
Yeah.
Um, and what was the other thing I was going to talk about? There was some other stuff I was going to talk about.
Well, you mentioned the word comparison there
Yeah,
as well.
comparison. Yeah, with other mediums. Like there is there's some phenomenal mediums out there, and there is some pretty crappy mediums out there. I I mean, I love going, gee, they're a good medium. Gee, they deliver those messages really well. Like sometimes I catch myself going, God, I wish I could work like that. I wish I was as good as that. Our fairy godfather, the way that he delivers messages, I just love it. Just love it. And at the same time, I also hear my friends say, and the people I work with, but Glenda, you're so fucking good too. Like, why do you doubt yourself? Guess what? I'm always going to doubt myself. I'm always going to have that little thing in my head, not feeling like I'm giving the best I can. That's normal. But I'm never going to want to be as like someone down the road. I'm just not. We're all unique. They have their strengths. We have our strengths. We're all different. And we have to remember to embrace that. It's so important.
Absolutely. And I always say to people, look, it's okay to be inspired by the medium.
Yeah.
It's okay to say, I'd like to work like them, but it's not okay to say I want to be them because you're never going to be
Mm.
them.
Mm-hmm.
And I've like you, I've watched many mediums, many over the years since I was 17-ish. And you look at people and go, wow, they are fantastic. And I don't know. And it's okay to be inspired by that. And I look at them and I have taken things from other people. I've looked at certain mediums and gone, right, spirit. No, I don't want to be them because I'm me, right? And I work the way I work. But maybe can we start working on receiving information that way or that way? But it's never because I want to be the person. It's more because I want to improve my mediumship, develop it even
Exactly.
further. And if it takes someone to inspire us to do that, and I think that there's only good in that. Because I think a lot of mediums out there do want to inspire other people. Even with this podcast, we don't sit here, neither of us, and go, the Spirit Lounge is to inspire because we're the new spiritual gurus. That's not what
Oh,
this is about. But if we can inspire people to be more confident or to think in a certain way or whatever, then obviously both of us happy to do that. But that's what it's about. It's about taking inspiration and not trying to imitate another medium. Because there are mediums out there, I won't mention any names, but there are mediums out there on the circuit at the moment who you look at and you go, okay, they sound exactly like that past medium, or they're trying to sound like that medium because I've seen these mediums work of some of these mediums of the
mm.
past work, right? You see them on YouTube, and it's almost like they're trying to be a carbon copy of that medium. I'm like, no, if then if you want to be authentically yourself and be uniquely you, be you. Don't
But
be using the
that's what
vernacular and vocabulary of
people
the people
but
from the
people are
past.
attracted to you. That's the
Yeah,
difference. It's like we can teach the same course, we can teach the same stuff, but it'll never be the same because we're all unique. We all have our different quirks. We all have a different way of teaching, a way of bringing things through. That's what's so special about it. Don't ever like I kind of have passed that people copy me, people want to do this, and I just think, oh fuck, fill your boots. If that makes you happy, go for it. You'll never be able to give what I give, and I'll never be able to deliver it the way you deliver it. So everybody needs to be unique. Yes, we can be inspired, by the founders of mediumship and the amazing mediums that have, walked this earth, and we can go, oh, wow, would have loved to have worked like that. Oh, my God, Doris Stokes, she was just freaking fantastic, like all of that. But I wouldn't want to work like that because
Yeah.
I have this high energy, this personality that's quirky. This same as you like to laugh, you like to bring jokes to the stage. Why would you want to change that? Because if I'm going to see you, I'm going to see you, David. I want to see you work. I don't want to see you imitate someone else. I think that's
Exactly.
shit. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to do that. It's
No,
absolute crap.
it happens,
Because
unfortunately.
it does. But I think the genuine people kind of look at it and just go, there's something about that I didn't like. If you're
Yeah.
tapped in, you kind of
Yeah.
see it. I see it for what it is, and I just go,
Yeah.
nah, not my vibe, not my thing. I would
That's it.
rather have someone do their own thing, and that's what I'm attracted to. So
And that's
there
it.
is, and at the end of the day, there's enough for everyone, and there's someone for someone else. Those people that work like that, they have their following. They're going to have their people
Yeah.
that worship them the way that they work, and we're going to have people that like the way we work, and we're going to like certain people the way they work. It's
Yeah.
just, the way life is. But I think you just got to be true to yourself. Just
That's it.
stay true to yourself. Be authentic. Stop trying to change to people please. Stop trying to be like anyone else.
No.
Own your stuff. I mean, I had so many people message me today and go, "Oh my God, your posts, your social media is so cool." And then I think, holy shit, did you see what I posted the other day? That was so bad. Shaking my booty, shaking my titties in front of that camera. And I think, I don't give a shit. Do you know what? It's about having fun. It's about owning who you are. Because at the end of the day, David doesn't pay my bills. I don't pay David's bills. I'm not paying Jenny's bills. And who cares? We're all
Yeah.
unique. It's just about doing your own thing. Stop watching what other people are doing. Stop criticizing the what is it? The way people show up. I don't like to criticize unless it's really bad mediumship. No.
Yes, you do.
no, like I will criticize if it's morally wrong. I think it's when somebody does something that I just believe is so goddamn wrong.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, your loved one's stuck in limbo, and that sort of bullshit, I will
Yeah.
criticize. I'm sorry, I'll
Yeah.
have an opinion on that sort of crap.
Hmm.
But there is, everyone works differently. I think we just have to stay, again, true to ourselves.
Yeah.
Stay true to ourselves.
Yeah, and I think when you talk about that, about criticize, there are a lot of things on social media or other media I see out there which really annoy me purely because of the morality of what they're doing or lack of, if that makes sense. Um, and I'm sure Bill said this to us because someone else could have said it as well. I heard another medium say this is allow all the bullshit that you see to make you more determined to do it right.
Yeah.
So rather than look at it and go, well, that medium's an asshole, that medium, it can't, and do you know what I mean? Again, they're not mediums. These are, I'm talking about mediums who, in our minds, are, in our opinions, are doing things which are damaging to people, which is
Yeah.
complete and utter nonsense. I'm talking about those kind of mediums. They do make us angry again because of how passionate we are about doing this work and doing it right and ethically and compassionately and with empathy. When we see that mediums are not doing that and they are working from ego, it does annoy us. And I think everyone knows that. We speak about it in the podcast.
But when you say that, David, just to butt in, just to turn it in a different perspective, right? how would you feel, whoever is listening to this, if you think we're criticizing, how would you feel if you left this earth tomorrow and your daughter or son went for a reading and that medium said your dad or your mum is stuck in limbo?
Hmm.
That's the damage that they're doing.
Yeah.
That I don't want anyone to be saying that sort of shit to my children or my family. So that's what I want to pinpoint about the criticizing.
Hmm.
We're not here criticizing the way anyone else works. It's the damage that they're saying.
Yeah. The damage that they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you look at that, people just make it make you better. Don't look at it and try. I'm just giving myself the advice here as I'm speaking it. Is not to get
Mm.
wound up by it. Rather, look at it and go, well, actually, that's making me more determined to do my job better, to be better, to not be that medium, but to be my own medium because I know I'm doing it with the right ethics and values and morals and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I try and do now, because things do wind me up quite easily, actually. Especially when you're feeling a little bit flat and a bit out of sorts, you can allow things to get on top of you. But I now try to look at it and I try to scroll past or block them, what I see, or just go, right, do you know what? I'm never going to work like that, and I won't. And it will make me more determined to do what I need to do in the right way.
Yeah, me too. I might not agree with the way people work and that, but at the end of the day, that's them. They're going to attract the people they want. They want to attract the dark shit. You're going to get the dark shit. I don't work with that. I work with the light, and that's what I get. They're the people I get. The clients I get are amazing. And if you do something wrong, if you cross my boundaries, I won't work with you again. That's just simple. I think I've got to that point now in life that here we are. I'm going into another conversation already with my ADHD. I think we've got to that point in life where you have to understand how you want to work, have those ethics in the way that you work, and set those boundaries. And if someone tries to pull you into that stuff, don't be part of it. Don't be
Yeah.
part of it.
Yeah.
Because there is still a lot of clickiness, there is still a lot of bitchiness, there is still a lot of crap that goes on. Stay in your own lane. You won't have a problem.
That's
We
it.
we stick to ourselves, and that's what happens. I mean, we created this podcast to, one, build our own confidence. Two, because this journey is so lonely. Three, I didn't have someone saying, oh, you don't do that, or you don't do this, or is this normal? Or I didn't have anyone to go, am I doing this right? Or do other mediums feel like that? So we have that now. You guys message us all the time. Oh, can you talk about this? Or is this normal? Are you feeling like this? Have you ever experienced this? And it's fantastic. David and I will never say that we are fantastic mediums in the way that we know everything.
Mm-hmm.
We will say that we'll answer your questions with what we believe and our opinion and what we have been through. But we're all here to learn. We're all here to progress. We're all here to be challenged. And I think that life gives us all of that. So
Otherwise, we wouldn't learn anything. If everything's rosy, if life was rosy, hunky dory all the time, we wouldn't learn nothing. So no one would ever
no,
evolve as a
no,
human, or not just
no.
spiritually, but as a human. So yeah, so we did go through tough times, like we mentioned at the beginning of this episode, but we keep pushing through. And as Bex Meader has said to us before on the
Mm-hmm.
podcast, the fact that we get up again and continue doing it, it shows that it's, I don't like to use the word calling, but we're meant to do it. If we weren't, I think I would have given up by now about 5 years ago, 5 times. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Same.
But we're still here. We're still here doing it, and we're still here pushing through, even through the the stickiness of it sometimes. But so if you're listening to this and you're a new medium, or maybe you've been a medium for a couple of years and you know you're still developing, as we all do, you are going to feel this, and no, it's normal. I think if
Mm,
you don't go through this and you're self-assured all the time, you maybe got to look at yourself and check yourself a little bit, because um, it's just one of those vocations, if you want to put it that way, that there's constant learning, there's a lot of emotion that comes with it, which Glenn said before. Um, and if you're passionate about it, you've got the stuff that comes with that as well, because you want to be perfect, you want to do it right, and when you don't get it perfect, you beat yourself up, and then you beat yourself up and you tell yourself you're shit, and then eventually you stop doing it. So we all go through that, and it's a perfectly normal thing to go through. I think if we didn't, then we would never progress either. I think some of it keeps us grounded. It keeps
I think
us
so.
checking in. And that allows us to change things, to do things differently, to make things better. You know, with both myself, especially myself. Now I've done some really tough demonstrations, which have nearly made me quit. But
Yeah,
when you look at it, you've got to go, okay, well, if I didn't go through that, then I maybe wouldn't be where I am, because that situation would have made me quit and not do it ever again. But if I look at that and go, actually, that was a lesson, I know what to do differently next time. So if I had that same situation next time, I would know how to deal with it, and then I continue. And so I think that
exactly.
some of the tougher readings or tougher dems that you do are like your learning ground for future dems, right? And it also teaches you as well what you want to do, what you don't want to do, how you want to
Hmm.
do it, how you don't want to do it, who you want to work with, who you don't want to work with, you know, all those kind of things. And without going through them, we're not necessarily going to know. So I know now there are certain venues, certain events that I won't do, because the one I did before was horrendous. So I know that type of situation I won't put myself in again.
Exactly.
And all
You
those things are
start
lessons.
this, and it goes into your. I feel that for you, you have really worked on your self worth, David. Like with conversations that we've had, the where you've started, where the venues, like always working for free, you're always here, there, and everywhere, running around for £10, £20. You know what I mean? It's like you're really starting to see your worth, and that's what is so important. I believe that we, like the stupid reel that I put out the other day, how many messages we get, can you do my first reading for free? Really? Do you might have no self-worth, but I do. I don't work for free. Hello. This
Yeah,
is, own who you are, own what you do, own this is a responsibility. It doesn't come for free. Like, we've given enough free stuff in our life, and we still do free stuff. There's a point where you have to own who you are, where you're going, and what you're becoming.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
absolutely.
it's all part and parcel with it.
Yeah. Self-worth is so I think I did a reel about that the other day as well. Self-worth is so important, and it's not just to do with money, it's to do with you and your time and your energy and what you are worth,
Exactly.
and how you are valued. You know, if people are not going to value you,
Absolutely.
don't give your energy to it. I'm sorry. But you've got
No,
to, otherwise what happened, I found this more towards the beginning of my development, maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 years in, is that I almost stopped mediumship then because I felt devalued, because people, if they wanted it for free, or um no, whether it be free readings or free online dems and all that kind of thing, you start to think, well, if you only want it for free, where are you really valuing that not just me, but that medium who you're asking to do these things for free?
no,
And then you start to lose value in yourself, because you go, all they want is free things. No one wants to give me anything for it. And it's not necessarily, I'm not looking like for hundreds of pounds, but people don't even want to part with 20 quid. And you think, well, how can I continue doing this if I've lost my value in myself, because I don't feel
yeah,
valued, and people just want to take, 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 take. There's no value in that. And I think people just have to be careful. I know there are mediums out there who will do a lot of things for free, and I get it. If you're in that circumstance where you can do things for free, good for you. Not everyone can, right? But eventually, what will happen is you will sit down one day and you'll go, look at all the stuff I've done for free. What have I gotten from it?
Mm-hmm.
What have I received from it? And it's not just monetary things here. It's as a person, as a human, how would you feel? Where's your value gone? What are you getting back energetically from doing all these free things? And you'll start to go, do you know what? I don't know if I can do this. I could go and work in a supermarket and I'll be more valued there because at least I'll be paid for it. Or
Yep.
people appreciate the fact I'm putting food on the shelf so they can buy it to feed their family. There's value in that.
Yep.
But when you're just giving, and people are just taking, and nothing's coming back at you, you lose that whole sense of value and self-worth. And we can't be doing that. We can't be doing that.
I'll show you one way of testing it out. I dare you to do a pick of a card. I do the picking cards and that sort of stuff on social media. Have a look how many people say thank you. Not many. They're seagulls. They're there for the taking. It's all about the free stuff. So just be careful how much you're giving of yourself for free. So
absolutely.
I just feel like this is, again, we're talking just having conversations, but again, it's about that reset. It's about that, where are we going moving forward? And maybe things are coming up for other people as well that need to take a step back and, recalibrate, ask themselves, where am I heading? Am I being valued? Am I actually being valued with the clientele that I'm getting, the people in my life? Am I being valued with my friendships, family, everything? It's everything in your life. So if you're being taken for a ride here, there, and everywhere, you need to stop and just have a look at what you need to change in your life.
Yeah.
Not just mediumship, everything.
No, everything. Yeah. Because whilst we're here on this planet, we need to make sure we are living and not just surviving. And that's very difficult. I know a lot of people out there feel like they are just surviving, but it shouldn't be that. We should also be living whilst we're here. We know how long we've got, do we? So you could be the most psychic person in the world, but none of us truly know how long we've got. So whilst we're here, we must live it and give energy to what we get value from, or what we get good energy from.
I got that question the other day in a reading. So can you ask my loved one, are they coming? That's what they said. Can you ask Dad when he's coming for Mum?
Oh God, no pressure there.
No, straight up. Sorry, don't go there. They're my boundaries. I don't work like that.
No, God, no.
Spirit doesn't work like that.
Like you're the Grim Reaper.
I'm like, what? Hey, I was like, what the? Yeah, so that was a bit interesting. So yeah, that was interesting for me, because I don't usually get those sort of questions asked in a reading.
Oh no, don't go there.
No,
don't go there. Don't go there, girlfriend.
I hope that everyone's enjoyed this conversation with us. Thanks for all the messages that everyone's enjoying Spirit Lounge, and send on through, or send us a message if you're new to us, if you've just found us somewhere on Spotify, you've stumbled across us and you think we're a hoot and you think that we're crazy, any of that, or you just enjoy having a listen to us, or my crazy Aussie accent and my slang, or David's what do you say, you're very proper accent.
Me proper. I'm sure many people would disagree, including my other half. I ain't proper. But I appreciate the compliment.
That's I think it's just keeping it real. Let's just keep everything real, guys. We're all human, and I hope you've enjoyed this week's podcast.
Yes, indeed. So thank you, Glenda. It's been a pleasure as always.
Yes, you too, David.
Thank you, listeners, and we'll see you again sometime in the Spirit Lounge. Thank you for joining us in the Spirit Lounge for today's episode. We hope you enjoyed what you heard. And if you did, please like and share the podcast. And if you can, please leave us a comment or review as it really helps us out.
And if you want to hear us talk about a particular topic or have a question you'd like our viewpoint on, then email them to us on either davidhmedium@outlook.com or glenda-marie1@hotmail.com, and we'll get to them as soon as possible.
Lastly, if you'd like to connect with us individually and book our services, you can check out our websites. Glenda's website is www.glendamariepsychicmedium.com.
And you can find David at www.davidhmedium.co.uk.
For now, it's bye from me.
And it's bye from me.
Join us again soon in the Spirit Lounge.